Cook that shit up, Quay.
Cook that shit up, KD. We're going to see if we can't do it all together. The same way we've been doing, you know what I'm saying? But,
oh my God, back at it again.
ooh, it's the energy.
Whipping, I'm rapping again. Keep on playing, bitch.
It's a little birthday bourbon, you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, big dog.
31, man.
31.
Blessed to be here. Definitely blessed to be here.
Back at it again. 31. I'm next.
One more trip around the sun.
One more. Congratulations. Happy motherfucking birthday, dogs. Yeah, me. Hello. Oh, get myself together. Back at it again. It's a glorious day. It's a celebration. And you know what I'm saying? We made it back around the nation. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? It's the motherfucking Gym Class Podcast. No, this the Jordan episode. This is the Jordan episode, man. The big 2-3, man. You know what I mean? We are here. It is a joyous day. It's KD's Earth Day. You dig? Oh shit. Oh, we got a special guest calling in right now. Yo, bro.
You at the house?
Yeah, I'm at the house. We podding.
Oh, where I was about to pull up. I had like 20 minutes.
Bet, pull up.
I'm on the road out.
Bet, pull up.
All right.
Sorry for that, you know what I'm saying? But it's a joyous occasion. We at the Gym Class Podcast, man. It's KD's birthday. Welcome back, fellas. How you motherfucking doing?
Great. Blessed.
Blessed, man.
Hooray.
KD Earth Day, man.
Hooray.
You know, it's a gangster holiday, man. How's it feel, brother? How you feel? How's it feel? It's your day, bro. Talk your shit, man. Get yours on.
You know, man. 31 is you know, I'm in my 30s now.
Yeah.
I'm in my 30s.
You're
Not
in your
30
30s.
anymore.
Yep.
You know, feel like I'm in my 30s. So I don't know how I feel about that yet. Doesn't really feel that much different besides the fact I feel like, you know, I'm in a group of like, when you're in your 30s, it's like, damn, you can be whatever. You can be 39.
Yep.
Somebody turn 40.
It's a select class, man. You know.
Not everyone made it.
Mid-30s.
Facts. I believe we're in the early 30s. You know, I too am 31. You know, we just starting out. You know, we like the youngins of the 30 class, not the adults.
It depends on how you look though too. Because if you got like an old face, then people automatically gonna say you in your late 30s.
Yeah, you had a
You could
hard
be young as
life.
shit.
That's what they say. You had a hard fucking
This
life.
girl at 7-Eleven before I got here just was like mad because the lady asked for her ID. She was like, "How old are you?" She said, "You don't look old enough." She's like, "I'm 32."
That's
I
a
just had to tell her,
compliment.
it's a blessing.
That's a
Like,
blessing.
what
You don't want to
doing?
look old. You
Yeah.
don't want to be a prune.
And she looked 32, by the way, but but it was
So she
really
was trying to make
policy.
you feel good.
Right. It's,
See,
you know what I'm saying?
ungrateful.
Come on, man.
Can't be ungrateful out here. Oh yeah, this is something we added to the podcast. Yeah, I do. I got a microphone. Look, y'all want to hear about it? Nigga, I got echo auto tune, man. Listen,
Zap.
man.
Computer love.
Listen, real life. So this is something that we're adding to the. Well, I'm adding because this is my motherfucking microphone. My mama gave me this mic. She said it's an early Christmas present or early birthday present. My birthday's coming up in a month and about a month. My month and a week or some change. 2 weeks. I don't know. But she said, yeah, this is an early birthday present. And I don't know why she gave me. Oh, you know what? My sister had one, and my sister terrorized me with this. So now she's like, okay, now you can terrorize other people. So I'm gonna be using this, and this is gonna be some content ass shit, man. Like they
Don't
talk
ever
about,
pull the mic out your coat.
bruh. I was about
Big
to pull
mic
it out,
there.
bruh.
So don't ever do that.
They tried to bring it to brunch.
I
Don't
literally
do
I
it.
almost brought it to brunch yesterday, bruh.
Don't pull it out your coat though.
It was in my hoodie.
Don't just do that and be ready. Yo, man.
It's going down.
I told her, don't kick him out the club.
Yo, you got your own mic. Hey,
Yeah,
yo,
man.
man. Hey.
How you gonna host a party and you paid to get in?
Nigga, with this mic, I can do anything I want.
Facts.
I'm the host with the most. The host with the most.
So you just pull out with a microphone, that would be the craziest
Bruh,
shit.
and this shit plays music too, bro. Literally, like, I just play music.
The whole party
Son.
with you.
Bruh, your
Facts.
thinking game.
That's craziness. Damn.
It's not even playing. Oh. I think it's a game. In this bitch. Turn the audio on the song.
That joke got no bass. he blew the bass already. Like,
That definitely did. Without playing no music.
You made that
Oh man, we're definitely gonna have some fun with this one. But yeah, man. So I think I'm gonna do the podcast with the mic.
it's kind of sick. You double fisting over there.
Yo, fuck out of here.
Kind of wild over
Yo,
there.
you're
buddy.
ridiculous. Yo, somebody throw Trav the key, man. You're fucking ridiculous,
It's kind of wild, buddy.
man.
Can everybody, never mind.
Y'all, people try to make it ridiculous. But anywho,
Try about to go. We'll ask you.
we have another special guest with B-Day Pod, so it's one of them situations where you never know who's gonna pop up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's just like this guy right here, B-Day Pod shit.
Oh, cut it so we can just.
Oh no. Oh yeah, we can. I mean, I'm gonna just cut it. It's rolling, so.
No, I'm saying as far as the recording.
Oh yeah.
So we could adjust the traffic.
Oh, just out over. What's up, Travi? Travi in the building. B-Day Pod,
Hey, don't never
just
mess it up, man.
Your hand is a weird
You can sit right. You can sit
Hey,
right there.
man.
Just slide over. Just slide over, Jay. And then.
Why Matt get his own seat?
Yeah, just
I'm sitting right here.
This is this nigga's show,
Hey,
man.
break it up. Break it
got a
up.
whole couch to himself.
This nigga has the whole couch to himself right there. That's 3
He
seats.
want to sit next to you,
Oh, my
man.
God. Hey, Trav. Hey, buddy. Travi in the building.
Man, keep the circle tight.
Oh,
What you
ridiculous.
talking about?
Man, we
I
just
can't
Talking about that microphone right there.
I got a microphone.
Oh, so y'all let this nigga have his own mic?
What you mean? He just pulled it out, son.
Yeah,
And started talking on it.
Like, whose show is this? Hold up.
Oh,
This is my show. I got my own mic.
Hold on. So his mic has effects that's recording into that.
No,
Ask him all the mic questions,
Yeah,
man. It's his mic, man.
Fisting over
He just
there.
pulled the mic out and started talking.
First of all, I have a handheld microphone. If you're listening to this, I have a handheld microphone. Then I have a Yeti microphone on the table. And the 2 blue bells on the table over there. So I only have one mic in my hand. Assholes. And yes, the effect is heavy.
What you
But
talking about?
we are in this. We just getting started, low key. So what shall we start? I feel like. All right. So do we want to get into the shits off top, like keep them interested, or do we want to like talk about March Madness, or because the biggest thing we gotta talk about us. We gotta talk about us.
I saw it. Anybody
So,
else see it? You
yeah.
seen it?
And I'm glad you're here, because see, you out there. This is lit right
I don't
here.
want me to talk about
Yes,
it.
yes, I do. This is exactly what we want you to do. What you mean?
I see us, but it's all good. Do your thing, man.
You ain't see it?
Do your thing. So let's go. That was
Yeah, I mean,
that was
shit
a
is out
topic.
right now.
Let's
If
go.
you listen to anything, like, it's out, and you'll still be able to watch it.
I'm gonna still see the movie.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So, all right. So, if everyone knows,
Honest
Us came out this
opinions.
weekend, and I saw it on Friday night, and honest opinions. At first, I knew it was smart. I knew it was really smart. Like, I knew what I'm watching here isn't exactly like the first go around. I knew I wasn't gonna get it all, but I caught on to pieces. Like, I caught on to, I feel like, the majority of what was going on. But then it wasn't scary. It wasn't a scary movie to me. It was more like, this is introspective. It's supposed to be scary on a different level type feel. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't horror.
It wasn't horrifying.
Yeah, it wasn't horrifying.
No.
It was it made me jump maybe a couple times, but not really, because I'm looking for the deeper meaning. Because I understand, like,
That's what I was gonna ask.
when he said, like, yo, this is a horror movie, like, I'm looking for, okay, how is it horrific? And I'm gonna have to see it again to really get the horrific thing, especially listening to
I think
other
it's
people's
I
insight.
think it's horror more on the psychological end, as opposed to just like, oh, there's a monster or
Right.
a
So it's
serial
not
killer.
horror like Chucky's
Yeah.
horror.
No,
Right.
I think
It's
it's
horror
horror
like-
when you look deeper into the meaning behind the movie.
Right.
I think the situation and what he's trying to expose is the actual horror of the movie. I think that.
Right.
But you gotta dig deep.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
really see
it's
it.
definitely one of
But
the
on the
situations-
surface, I mean, people die. It's like I feel like it's a suspense thriller.
More so than
Yeah.
a horror movie for sure.
But did you go into it thinking because of
Hold on, are we doing a spoiler alert?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
talk,
yeah,
man.
bro.
Yeah,
You
we-
got free
we-
flow,
we
man.
seen
But
the
did you
movie,
go
yeah.
into it thinking like his first film? Did you go into it thinking like I'm gonna have to think about this
Yeah,
watching?
I don't think there's no way not to.
Yeah, I definitely thought I knew
That's
I
what I'm
was
saying.
gonna-
So did you went in as a critical thinker?
Yeah,
already?
you have to.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you watch a Hitchcock film, the next one you watch, you're on that level. Like you're looking for that shit. I don't think there was a way to see Get Out and then go see Us and not be sitting there
Trying to
watching
Watching
every
for the hook,
scene,
basically,
looking
yeah.
for every little thing. And I think that part of it is what ruined the experience for me.
Okay.
Like going in, and granted, you should usually go into most things artistic without an expectation. I think it was really hard to do that with this, considering Get Out had just came out not too long ago, had a huge impact. It was really hard to go into this job without expectations, and I think that fucked up the whole movie for me.
Were you disappointed in that, or were you disappointed in the film?
Both. Both for very cinema nerd pet peeve reasons. One, like Matt said, it's a very intelligent movie, right? Made by an intelligent director with an intelligent cast. My biggest fucking pet peeve when you make intelligent movies is spending the last 5-10 minutes explaining what I just watched. I just spent $20 and 2 hours watching your film. I think you should trust your audience a little bit more than to take 5 minutes to re-explain like a little book report at the
this
end
what
of
happened.
just in case you didn't get it. This is what I'm like. I think that fucked it. I think
But
that's
no,
fucking
I
lame,
like that.
dog.
I like that part.
I don't
of the
like
game,
that
though.
part of it. And then so a lot, and then that part of it
'Cause you
while
gotta
they're
break, you gotta
showing
break
it.
it down for something.
But while they exactly, for some
got
people
to.
you have to break it down.
You got
I
to.
don't really think you should do that within the movie.
I feel like
think
if
you
he
can
didn't
do that.
if he didn't do it, if it would have ended maybe
Right.
take 10 minutes early,
Right.
you would have had people. Oh, there's some bullshit in the dumbest shit.
Right, but that's what critics are for. That's what YouTubes are for. You know what I mean? Like, there'd have been a million people breaking down the movie, just like every other piece of art in the world. But I don't think he had to put that piece in the movie. And then the part that frustrated me more so was all of it I understood. So like, there's some movies like Inception where they do that at the end, and
I
you're
didn't
like,
get it.
oh shit, that's what was happening. This one I was like, yeah, nigga, that's what you just showed. That's everything that just happened. Like, why are you telling it?
I didn't get that
Everybody's
movie,
not
by the
that
way.
sharp.
I get it. I'm just talking about from my point of view.
No. I
And
definitely.
then the other thing,
You got it.
without giving any spoilers, because I don't want to. I mean,
Spoil
No,
it.
I don't want to
That's
go.
what we talking, man.
All right, without
They can skip.
Say it.
past this.
at the beginning of the movie, there's a scene where I feel like if it were cut off, and then all right, I can't tell it without spoilers. There's a scene in the beginning of the movie where the little girl's in a house of mirrors and she sees her reflection, right? But her reflection is like the back of her head, so it's clearly another person. That scene should have cut there. Like when she turns around and the reflection doesn't, clearly it's another person, right? They could have cut that scene right there. Instead, they had the reflection turn around, look at the little girl, and then smile. Right? So for people like me, and then the next scene is like the family, Lupita's older.
Yeah.
For people like me, as soon as they went to the next scene, I was like, oh, that's the little girl. They swapped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I knew instinct, without even seeing the rest of the movie, I knew that they swapped.
I knew it.
So when the other girl came back, and she was saying all the shit she was saying, and she was pissed, I was like, yeah, I get it, because the original little girl has been doing whatever for the past 20 some odd years. And then, I don't know, man, it was just like little cinematic things could have made the movie that much better. But they went the route of helping people and like spoon feeding it, and I think that was lame.
But I feel
They didn't need to.
I definitely get what you're saying, but it's like as a filmmaker creating a film that I want everyone to see.
Right.
That I want everyone to connect with.
Right.
And I don't want to make people feel stupid.
Right.
Too stupid.
Okay.
I don't want to make them feel too stupid.
Smart things make
It's
people
not a
so
smart
stupid.
country,
though.
though.
Yeah,
It's not a smart
but
country.
to an extent, you're still gonna feel stupid, even with the movie the way.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is
to
now.
an extent, because there's a whole bunch
you
of
didn't,
things.
You didn't
that-
have to
that-
completely,
Yeah, now that's true.
go over top of people's heads to the point where then the movie's not gonna get success. Then you're not gonna be able to make any more movies.
That's true.
Because you
I
want
agree
to
with
keep
that.
this going.
I agree with that.
See what I'm saying?
And then
I
like
get what you're saying,
like
though.
we had talked the other day, as far, and this is just like a cinematic choice as far as actor choices, right? They took two of the most powerful African American actors, period, right? Top of the tier, these two actors, right? As far as they're viewed in the black community. They had Lupita, who did what everybody assumed she was going to do. She's a badass the whole fucking time. That's what everybody expected. Had they done anything different, people would have been pissed. Yeah. Then you had, I can't think of, Winston Duke was a bitch, fam, the whole movie. And Chris made a point to say that, yes, they picked a big, strong black man, but that doesn't mean just because he's big, he has to be like physically strong or like kicking everybody's ass or taking control of it. And that I get. But to go so far to the left, to the point where this man isn't even paying attention to the kids. There are 3 different occasions, dog, where the kids need the parents watching them, dog. And in every scenario, my man was like running away
from the kids.
From like where the
he
kids
wasn't
were.
running away from the kids. But he ran like
he ran in the opposite direction.
Even a lot of times he was drawing the biggest person in red away.
That was the one time.
No, because it was the time. It was that time. It was on the boat with his actual doppelganger. He drew him away on the boat because he actually ran and drew him away. So each time
he didn't draw him away on the boat. He got knocked out
drew him
and
away.
put in a trash bag and then put on the boat and then happened to peek through it.
Okay,
so I don't know about that one.
All right, but,
the dude in the red I'll give you because he crawled, got the dude out the house away from the family.
Yeah. So
okay, but then the scene at the end, indefensible.
What?
When she grabs the little boy, bruh, there's a scene where a car's about to blow up, right? And the little boy and the dad get out on one side, Lupita and the little girl get out on the other side, right?
Yeah.
The dad somehow slowly backs away so far from the little boy that the doppelganger Lupita just grabs him and runs off. And so then Lupita looks back and there's a scene like for a quick second she looks at him, right? And then looks at there's so much distance between them, bro. I was just dumbfounded. And as a new father, I'm sitting there like, bro, where's your kid? Where's your kid?
It's
the whole
funny.
time.
It's funny you say all this, Trav, because we had this conversation the other day, and so this morning, Winston Duke was on the Breakfast Club, and he explained a lot of shit, directly addressing what exactly you're saying. Right
Please
now.
let me know.
And so basically, what he was saying was he was like, that was done on purpose. It was purpose. It was. Lupita was the strong person in the relationship on purpose.
Right.
It was the woman they were playing on, this big strong man when shit really hits the fan, not really being able to be
not
and
being the one to take charge. I get that.
And not even him being a big black man, just him being the male figure in the family.
But he was a bitch in every aspect. Everything that came out his mouth. You was like, nigga, stop. Like, what? Every time. Remember when he got on the bed? Remember when he sat on the bed and Lupita was in there? Everybody in the theater was like, ew, nigga, ew. With the Howard sweatshirt on.
How many corny dudes do you know that are like that?
I'm just saying. Okay, and I get it. I think it was a fair representation. It was fair.
It wasn't
but
unrealistic.
It was irksome.
But I feel like that situation was more realistic than him being this super strong.
I don't think it was realistic. All right, because the first scene, he was fucked up the whole movie because the first scene, his
like
doppelganger could take the bat out his hand and hit him in the leg with it. So that's already like, I took your shit, smacked you with it. That's already. But then I'm thinking like, he just hit you in the leg, like you can still stand.
Yeah,
he spent the whole movie, he was crawling backwards. And then there's one scene where he's screaming like, stop, stop. And I'm like, he ain't even do nothing to you yet.
Oh,
He's just
God.
walking. I don't know, son. I think they went too far left with making him. I think they did a really good job of making Lupita a strong character, but then they also did a really good job at making him a weak character, and that made a huge gap. That was just hard to get past.
That's a topic too to even talk about. Even
Why
in
was it so
society
hard to get
it's
past
like,
it?
why can't both be strong? You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I think it was done on purpose.
No, I do think it was
exactly,
done on
on
purpose.
purpose.
I do think it was, but it was hard for me to get past because I'm watching Lupita. If it was any other actress, because some people you can't pull away from the person. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't watch Lupita be a badass and not think about how much this dude's a bitch. If it were any other random woman, then yeah, you could probably, oh shit, she actually is the one in charge. This is tight.
Right.
Homie's just whatever. But then it was, I don't know.
Like,
It
to
just
make her
created
strong, they had to
such
make
a
him
gap that was hard to deal with. And then he kept making these corny ass jokes and just
yeah.
all this corny ass shit. And I
But
just-
he's
I
the
get it.
corny
I
Howard
get it.
dude.
I get it. He's the corny Howard dude.
corny Howard
I
dude.
get it.
You
I
know
get
what I'm
it.
saying?
I didn't appreciate it.
Yo, he's loving it.
I get
Same
it.
hoodie.
I get it.
The
Same
truth.
situation.
Honestly, once you made that argument yesterday, I thought
Corny
about it and I
Howard
was like,
dude.
yo, Chris makes perfect sense. And I get it. I just didn't appreciate it.
Yeah,
It didn't
but I
win points for me.
I
don't know.
appreciate it on the strength of like, you know, I already knew the movie was gonna have a deep
Right.
meaning of what it was, and so I'm just at this point I'm just trying to I put the challenge upon myself to try to figure out as much as I can.
I mean, so the other
Especially
thing, there
I
were
wanna
two
try to-
more things that stood out to me. One, which we went to Catholic school, like that. As soon as it came on the screen, it kind of stood out to me. And I was like, that's a really weird thing to put on the movie. One, no one else sitting in here knows what that means except for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And two, there's no other religious references at all in the whole movie. So,
Yeah.
like, there are other things that imply the meek will inherit the earth, or, you know, there are other things that imply that. I don't get why he used such a biblical reference for that. When nothing else about, no other part of the movie had any type of spiritual or biblical or any kind of references at all.
did they say something about that in the interview?
Yeah, not necessarily.
I thought, and I get the message behind it served the movie perfectly. I just don't get why he used the Bible when there's so many other things.
He said he just used it because it was a good example.
Yeah,
because it was,
and
it
it
was
is.
like it's an easy search.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah,
literally,
most people
because
say
in the
now
in
you
the-
can just search 1111
Yeah.
and that's what comes up.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, it's an easy. It's not like it's that far of a reach for people to. It's just a deep.
It was just weird. I don't know.
deep-
For me, it was just
yeah.
weird because as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I know what that means. And then I could hear that no one else in the theater really knew. You can almost even see cell phones come out to
no,
Google
it definitely
it.
did. It
And
definitely
then
did. That's
I'm
wild.
sitting there like, okay, so that's kind of random because no one else. So it just seemed like a random reference. And then the Hands Across America reference was shaky at best.
And the thing is, you know a lot. You knew a lot of stuff from before.
Just
time.
like random
Yeah,
information
like, you
that I
are-
had
yeah.
already.
So what I got was the money that they were raising
Right.
to do that was
Right.
that money in turn used to create these clones.
So
Is that
they
what that
didn't.
meant?
So like they didn't.
Oh.
Raise, they didn't raise any money though.
I thought they didn't raise enough.
No, they didn't raise any money because
They
they
was like
cost. Like in the real
I thought it
world, it
cost
costs
like
like $14.7 million
They only
to
raised
do,
15?
and they raised $15 million. So $300,000. That's
Yeah,
nothing. That's
you can't-
pennies.
yeah.
You can't do nothing with that. So they didn't raise any money.
No, but I'm saying that 15 million that they did raise when it wasn't enough. So did that just go towards?
It went back.
That was just expenses. That's what they spent.
But they didn't do the.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if
the-
you spend $100 and then you make $80 back, you're not up $80. You know what I'm saying? You're down 20.
So when I'm saying like once they like collected money and they saw that they didn't have enough to realistically do this, They didn't give the money back, right?
That was government money anyway. So like the first money that they spent was like
so
subsidized.
Was that money really towards?
And then, I mean, they could have probably.
This project?
Let's even say they used the money to make the clones. I think at this point in time, it's like $3.5 million or some shit to keep like stem cells on ice for that period. Is it some shit like that? You know what I mean? Even if they had $15 million in 86 or some shit, they wasn't making a clone for every single person on the surface of the United States. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I think I fucked up by going into it the way I went into Get Out. And Get Out's kind of formulated for you to go into it, have your theories, and kind of break while it's happening. This movie wasn't for that.
Yeah, and I heard before I saw it, like, don't go into this movie expecting Get Out. It's a totally different movie. Watch it like you're watching a new movie.
I heard that too, but I don't think that captures not even the fact that it's a totally different movie. They're two completely different experiences. So like if you even are thinking about, it's a Jordan Peele, whatever, and like I'm not thinking about Get Out, but I'm about to watch it, it's gonna fuck you up.
But you can see in Get Out though, like how much, like kind of like you didn't see everything, but you can kind of sense like the underlying tone,
right?
And be like, well, damn, like this joint's smart,
right?
But it's dope.
That's
like,
because Get Out's a smarter movie. I think this movie attempted to do something really smart and got way too metaphysical and way too metaphorical.
But people were upset with Inception at the end.
I didn't understand Inception.
I loved
it. And I think it was dope, but I didn't understand it, the recurring aspect of it,
right.
And then like how he kept jumping in and out the little system. But I didn't get it.
That's the reason why most people that have seen Inception have seen it like 3 times.
Was he in jail or like did he get out?
I don't think you'll watch 3 times. I don't think it's that smart. I don't think it's that detailed or intricate. It's almost like watching a really long Scooby-Doo. As much as I hate that reference, it's very Scooby-Doo-ish. Because it's like if you watch an episode of Scooby-Doo, the thing happens in like the first couple of minutes, and if you catch it, the whole episode you're just waiting to see if you were right. But if you don't catch it, you're just watching the shit. This was the same. I just caught it, and the movie doesn't get that much deeper than what's on the surface.
The meddling kids, man.
I really do go there, Mike.
The Mike plays music, by the way.
Mike plays music.
Hey, man. I said don't pull it out like this, man.
No, it was a good movie, though. I think everybody should take the time to go watch it.
I need to see
I think it would have done better on Netflix, watching it in the crib than in theaters. But, I mean, they about to make over $100 million.
They had the opening week. They had the best.
They had the opening week during the NCAA tournament.
Oh, yeah. Real. We handle business on the Gym Class podcast today, Jack.
You know the fact that they made that much money during the tournament weekend.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, that's crazy. It was a $70 million.
Yeah, it was expected to make $68 million overall. They made $70 million the first weekend during a weekend where most people was like, I'm not fitting to go see that right now
because I'm staying in the
motherfucking
house. Gonna watch Duke almost blow it yesterday. Fellas, wait. So it is it's the Gym Class podcast. We 30 minutes in. Just
that
about
was 20 minutes.
29. We really us. We talked about us. You know what I'm saying? But getting back into it. March Madness, man.
Duke almost took that.
They almost did. Did you watch it? You see it?
I watched the last 3 minutes, which was
that was the best part of the game.
I missed,
bruh.
Missed that
part.
I haven't watched any of the tournament except like those. Like that shit crazy. No, they don't make people that big. I don't know.
How are you supposed to play ball
He
against
doesn't
them,
play
dude?
ball.
You know what I'm saying? How is the regular person supposed to play ball?
They look like
against
monsters.
Girl, they literally look like
really
the
look like
monsters,
monsters.
And then like
Zaya
green
6'8",
and purple.
Taco 7'6".
7.
I seen one putback dunk he had.
Bruh, he didn't
jump.
He did like
he didn't jump. He like put the joint
It's
up
all wrist.
and yammed those 3 bammers. I'm like, hold on,
I'm
like
like, yo, this is
And-
different.
They was talking about Taco. Taco got the skinny big man feet problems like already. So Taco might not even last for real.
Damn. Hopefully
That
you
foot arch shit when you 7.5 feet and all that weight coming straight down on the arches of your foot.
That's why your legs.
Yeah, man, your
invert,
legs
you know what I'm saying?
buckle. Yeah, I mean, to
This shit
try
look
to
kinda
compensate for the weight. So I don't know.
Hey,
That
hopefully
shit's
they
fun
give
to
him a
watch,
year in
though.
the league.
I just want to give him
Give him, sign him to a
like
2-3
a
year
4-year
rookie
thing,
deal.
just sign him
Give
to
him
the rookie
his
deal.
cheese up, you know.
You know what I'm saying? That'll become a influencer or something like that. You know, he can be like the biggest thing. If
it wasn't for
you know,
Zion,
influence.
Duke would have took the
Bro,
majorest
did y'all
L
see
ever.
the
they
end of
might have
that
lost
game
first round.
though?
On brute strength, he got 32.
32.
On brute strength.
And then literally that when they went up in that last play, when Weston had 4, Taco had 4 fouls, Zion had 4 fouls. Zion goes
The
up.
and one?
That's literally what everyone wanted LeBron to do. Like that was the young look. That's the killer instinct. I'm going to your
Good
soul.
call or bad call?
That was a good call.
What?
That was a good because he was inside the shit. You
He
can't.
went straight up.
But you're inside, bro. Like inside, they're gonna call that anytime. They're gonna call it like because he's inside that because that's an easy call. If
Good
he's
call. You want
outside-
Duke to make it to the championship
No, it's a
game.
good call because he's inside the cylinder. If he's outside the cylinder,
Duke
then
was
it's
down at that point, by the way.
they were down. They were down.
Duke was down.
They were down.
So, and Zion got an and one
But-
under a minute.
But the thing about it, and he scored the 2, but
he scored the 2.
He didn't get the
and
one.
He missed the bucket on purpose because they.
but
it was
no,
like 10
he
seconds.
But no, he didn't miss it on
I
purpose.
feel like he missed it on
I
purpose.
don't.
If you
feel
saw
like
how
he
he
missed it on
shot it,
purpose.
if you saw how he shot it, he like
Because
forced
they
it to hit
missed
the
the
front
one
of
and
the
they
rim.
got the 2. I feel like that was on purpose.
And Taco wasn't in because he was fouled
Taco,
out.
that and,
So,
and if you're gonna
hit
say
the front
that,
of the rim.
I say that if it was gonna be on purpose, it's because of the Taco situation.
It had to be on purpose. They was down.
Yeah, because
But-
it's like I can hit
but
the
they-
It
one,
was 10 seconds left.
or
Tie
since
it.
Taco isn't here to get the
Tie it
rebound,
foul.
I can miss. We can get the rebound.
Tie it foul and
Get
then
the
it
rebound
would've
and put it
been a
right
1-1.
back in. That's
No,
what they did.
Exactly, but that's saying that they didn't like. That's really a chance situation.
But that's
were
why
right
they
there.
won, though,
They
right?
Yeah,
won.
it was
Because
why
of
they
the
won.
putback, right?
So
Because
if
he
they
missed
didn't do that,
the rebound.
But
Boom, he
I'm
put it
saying,
right back up.
but
foul.
yeah,
Huh?
he would have scored. They would have
Quit.
fouled as soon on the inbound. They would have fouled. It would have been a
they would have
1-1.
been down.
It
Bro,
would've-
right, but they would have been down 1.
No, they wouldn't
They're
have.
gonna make the shots.
No, they
Bruh,
even
UCF
if they would
would
have been
make the shot,
down,
bruh.
one, they would have made the 1.
Even
but I'm
if they would have missed,
saying,
they had to
agree
come
with
up
you.
the court
I
with less
agree
than
with
10
you.
seconds. Why
I
would
agree
you
with
miss
you.
the shot?
It makes
You
more
not-
sense to
bruh,
miss the shot.
try to miss the shot and get the rebound. You're already there. That's why I think. I mean, I'm not for sure. I'm just saying. If you
That
look how he
made more
shot it,
sense to me
he looked like he
than-
forced it off the front of the rim. How he made the bucket. It was down 1. You got 10 seconds. It looked like he forced it off the front of the rim. If you looked at the
If
play,
you look at it, as
UCF,
soon as he
they
shoot it,
jumped early.
they go for the
Just
rebound.
missed
right,
the
It
but
wasn't
rebound.
even
I'm
like-
just saying, and yes, it worked out. If that was a play, it worked out.
worked
But
out.
either way, if they would have made the shot, they would have inbound, they would have fouled, and they would have got the ball back. They would have ended with the ball.
They wouldn't have fouled because they.
Why wouldn't they have fouled?
No, the
If it's a
putback, the
1-on-1?
putback put them up by 1. The putback put them up by 1.
Yeah,
They was
because
down 1.
they was down 1.
Right,
so
so
if they would have
Duke-
made the free throw,
He
they
wouldn't have.
would've been
Why would
fouled.
you have fouled? That would have gave him the game.
Yeah.
If it
was
a
tied
tie
up,
game,
if
you
it
wouldn't
was
have
tied
fouled.
up,
That
they
would have been
wouldn't have
a
fouled.
stupid foul.
Yeah, that would have been a bad.
That would have been the game.
If there's 10 seconds
Bro,
left,
you don't foul
No.
in a
If
tie
they
game.
tie up.
You make them try to shoot that
Yeah,
shit.
you make
last
them
second.
force
I
the
would
shot.
look. I would
And
have.
they
If you
almost
foul them, you
lost.
put
Why
them
you
on the
foul?
line. And then they make the shot and then the
both
game
free
That's
throws,
the
and
game.
Now you got to come all the way down the court in 4 seconds.
Yeah. I agree with you.
You wouldn't
agree.
foul in that situation if it's a tie game. You try to force, just like what they said.
But if they would have got if they would have got the rebound, then what you gonna do? Because then
they would have fouled in because they had the
Then they
rebound.
would have been down by 3.
If they would have made it
Yeah,
right, but they
yeah,
would have had to
then
the
they
end
would
I
have
anyway.
had
understand, I
to-
understand what you're saying.
Right.
I understand what you're saying. But either way, you know what I'm saying. They won the game. Shout out to Duke. You know what I'm
Barely.
saying? Barely. It
Because
was
UCF came down and almost hit the shot, and then they had a putback that
Which
went off the
should've
top.
went in.
It should have went. That
Oh
should have
my
been the game.
God, that was a
Should've went
heartbreaker
in.
from the
Putback
coach's
went off.
son
You know what
too.
I'm saying?
It was the coach's son. Even Coach K was fucked up by that.
And shout
situation.
out Dawkins
Like,
that
because
shit
Dawkins
should've been
went off for UCF. He should be able.
Aubrey Dawkins. Yeah,
I don't think that's his name.
that's the
That,
coach's
that
son.
was,
right?
he was balling out that joint. I don't know if his first name's Aubrey. Like he was balling, man.
Yeah.
And, yeah,
But
shout out Duke.
The other big thing that was going on. What y'all think about Ja, man?
Up this stop,
Ja
John Morant.
Oh yeah.
Played
Oh
with Murray
yeah.
State.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I heard about.
Point
He's
guard.
good.
He
I heard
nice.
about him.
Top 3.
My man literally solidified his spot in the Oh yeah, that. But yeah, I thought he definitely solidified his top 5, if not top 3, stance with that performance. My man went crazy. The first game was nuts with the triple double. The second game, though, even with them losing, the second game he was Florida State, and they just knew how to play him. Like they knew how to. We're gonna force him to do everything, and he tried to do everything. My man went 5 from 3, bro. Like literally got hurt, and like he's still putting up points, but it's just it's a team game. You know what I mean? That's the real point of the team game. But the boy's next. Like he's a different type of athlete. And even the coach from Florida State was like, "Yo, I'm just happy we was able to control everybody else because we couldn't. He's the best player I've seen in a long time. You know what I'm saying?" So
I didn't even see the game. I had a show, and so I was you kept texting me, telling me like, "Yo, this is going crazy."
Oh, yeah.
And so but I seen the game before that, and
yeah, he tough, man. Yeah, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes
Total
top
point
5,
guard.
top 10.
Total point guard. And
Top 5,
a
top
true
10.
scorer, too, but also facilitator. Like, he's a scary guy, man. He's scary, and he's not one of those
unselfish. Knows how to interview.
Yeah, I like to
Always
see that.
puts his teammates first.
He's like, man, I'm just upset that he said at the end, like, I'm just upset I don't get to play with these guys no more, man. I like to see that, you know.
He gone.
Yeah, he's definitely gone.
I mean, he got bread by how he played, man. Like, I feel like he can go high. You know what I'm saying?
He's going top 3.
Yeah, man. Him, Zion, and
Barrett or Reddish. Probably maybe Barrett.
One of them gonna stay. Should stay.
Nah, they're
One of
both
them
coming
should
out.
come out.
They're
What?
both gone.
They're both coming out.
They even say it.
I don't
mean,
think this year.
They're not
That's
factoring
reparations
out.
check.
Bet. Did all 3 come out?
Oh man,
Bet right now.
we have been on that.
Bet.
Oh my God, we are
Wow.
betting reparations checks on gym class. All right, Trev. So I have to ask you because you're a logical individual, right? So we had a conversation earlier this week. I can't remember where we were sitting here and we were having a conversation about the federal, like the Democratic president candidates.
Right.
So you know, what matter of fact, JB, give us
Jan was telling me the new Democratic presidents that could be possibly running, and he thought he had a winning combination that he thinks that could win, which was
I know the winning combination.
I know the winning combination too.
Which was
I think everybody has a different winning combination.
What's yours?
What's yours?
I'm asking you.
Biden Abrams.
Biden Abrams. That's the only one that's gonna beat Trump.
Yeah.
That's the winning ticket.
Biden Abrams. Yeah, I mean,
That's the only one I see myself voting for. I'm not voting for nobody else.
I'm not voting for
I
nobody
don't care.
else. Fact.
And I know all the info.
Because ain't none of them gonna beat Trump.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
What the fuck?
Just to get off topic for a quick second, but on topic, have y'all watched a show called the OA on Netflix?
Yeah, I seen the OA.
You seen the second season?
No, I only
It
watched
just
the
dropped.
first.
I didn't know. I just seen the first episode. First
Is it good?
1, 2, yeah. So in
The
there,
first season gets weird. It
gets
picks
weird.
back up,
Picks back
but
up,
it gets
yeah.
weird for a
so
second.
in this joint, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because basically they're they go to another dimension.
So it's the same people, or it's a different.
Different dimension, like shit. It's like if shit would have went just
I'm gonna have
ever
to watch
slow,
it.
slightly left. And in this joint, Biden is the president.
Really?
Not Obama.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in the real world, like in the show, they got Biden being the president.
In the new dimension.
Yo, that's tight. I might have to check that out.
Yeah.
I mean, Biden's the only. All right, let's keep it all the way funky. Biden's the only white man. It's going to take a white man. We've already proven that a woman, a black woman, Asian man is not. It's going to take a white man to beat Donald Trump. The only white man on that list of people I trust is Biden. I don't know if y'all fucking with Beto. I'm not really. Robert. I also
tell you
refuse
somebody
to
who I
call him
like.
Beto.
I like the mayor from Indiana because he's a millennial, 39. He knows
Who's the
his
mayor
shit.
from Indiana? What's
His
his
name
name?
is Peter.
39.
Younger than
Younger than
that?
that?
Nah,
Let
Let me tell you.
Young
Let me
boy,
tell
he's
you.
gonna get hoes.
Let me tell you. If you look at, you know what I'm saying, anything he got going on, anything, I guarantee you, you're gonna be
I
impressed.
mean, I fuck with Andrew Yang. I got my
fuck with
weird.
Yang.
Yang
Yang
hard
is
vibe.
smart. You know what what I'm saying?
Yang is
It's like,
smart
damn,
dude with some
What
real
you
good fucking
who's Yang?
ideas.
Andrew
though.
Yang.
Andrew
He was
Yang,
on Breakfast
he's like,
Club.
yeah,
you know what I'm
did
saying?
he?
one of the main ones pushing the like universal
Currency.
income.
But
So-
ain't none of them gonna win. You
No,
know
of
what I'm
course
saying?
not. They're not
But
going. I
Biden
think Yang
Abrams
should get someone like Biden Abrams should run. That's who's going to win. I think they should put Yang somewhere on the financial.
put him on the cabinet.
council and the cabinet and the
bring a few
treasury or
people
something.
in the cabinet. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make Kamala Harris
this is
Attorney
the floor.
General.
Huh?
Nothing wrong
Yeah,
with
I was
that.
about to leave the room.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna make Kamala Harris Attorney General. Everybody can come in the family, man. Everybody got a job.
Yeah.
Just let Biden and Abrams take this home. It's not. This race isn't for like vanity to
Nah,
like
this
get your
not the
name
one.
out.
Yeah,
We're
nah,
not gonna
this ain't the
play.
one.
We can't play 2020.
We need
can't
who
play.
gonna win.
We need to weed out everybody now. We're gonna let everybody get their name out right
Nah,
now.
I'm
Cool.
not even with
But
that. I'm
when
not even
once
with that.
Biden announced, let's stop the games. And he gets Abrams. We gotta stop because they gotta be unified
Right.
around. This is gonna be the ticket.
Right.
Everybody get your ass out to these polls in the Midwest and everywhere.
I'm
We're not gonna
I'm not
play.
even here
I
for
feel your
letting
passion,
people
Jan.
get their names
I
out.
feel your passion.
I'm
That's
not
what I'm
even-
saying. But once Biden,
Fuck all that.
he's
y'all.
thinking, he's
Letting
mulling
you get
it
your
right
name
now.
out and let you get your little 5 minutes of
Get yours
fame.
out.
Get it
Nah,
out.
dog.
But once Biden announced, get out the way.
Yeah.
Once he announced, get out the way.
Get out
Yeah.
the way.
I
It's
feel
no
it.
room.
I feel it because
Because that's the winning
if
ticket.
you get too many people, too many candidates, you get people say, "Oh, I fuck with this part of this person's shit." So yeah,
Right,
let's
like
keep
this
it-
one person got a
Yeah.
thing I fuck with, and this
Yeah.
one person.
Let's keep it organized. But that was not even the debate because it got deeper than that,
Because
Trav.
we got to talking about basically what were they going to run on? Whether or not it was going to be, the black agenda,
No.
economics,
No,
or reparations.
no. All right, can we have this reparation?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
That's where we are getting.
Jan,
So Jan thinks.
Jan, go ahead.
Y'all tell what I think. Hold up.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
know
tell
what
him
you
what
think,
he
'cause
think.
I know what you told me.
Hold on, man. Let's have the talk. Let's do
Let's
it.
have it.
Convince me. Convince me. I mean, what?
Convince you. All right.
What are we talking? What are we saying?
Reparations. Am I on camera if I'm singing? Reparations is not possible.
No.
If they had done it when it was 40 acres and a mule, it would have worked.
We don't have the money.
People would have been. Not even that we don't have the money. There's no system to pay the ancestors of slaves when we don't even know who we are. There's no system to do that. So then, like, I was having this talk with Ellie, and she was like, "Well, what if they just do it for all the black people?" And I'm like, "Okay, so let me use this one. I'm like, so let's say my great grandmother came over from the Ivory Coast. You know what I mean? She'd have been here. She'd have been part of segregation. She'd have been part of all that bullshit. But she's not a descendant of slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way to break that down, bro. It just doesn't work.
I don't.
It's
Okay.
unfortunate.
Let's say. Okay. I don't believe that. Let me just tell you why. Because there's so many complex things going on in this country where you have teams of scientists working on shit where they figure shit out every day. I don't want to hear, we just can't be done. I
Okay,
can't figure it out. That don't exist. Niggas figure
It
out shit every
does,
day.
though.
Niggas figure out shit every day, bruh. Teams of scientists figuring out shit.
So-
Hey,
The reparation scientists.
hey, let's have one a case.
What did you study?
Okay.
Reparations.
Somebody find
Then
smart
we're
brother.
back-
Yeah, where's Smart Brother?
okay,
We need him.
Okay, but then we're back to the mid-60s with the government sending out DNA test kits and collecting everyone's DNA
Yeah, do you really
to
want that?
prove whether you're a descendant of slaves that they don't even have the records from.
Because they didn't document.
'Cause you
They
doing-
didn't document people. They didn't give a shit.
So that's more of a case, right?
And most of those plantations burned all them documents when the shit hit the fan.
Right.
So there's no records. There's no way to prove
Jan
without
said-
a
So
shadow
you
of a
can
doubt.
carbon date shit
Okay.
from thousands and millions of
Okay,
years
okay,
ago,
okay,
but
okay.
we can't go back
All right.
a few hundred years.
Let's say somewhere.
This don't even add up to
Let's
me.
say somewhere there's
It
the
don't
technology to weed out
Somewhere?
the black
Son.
people from the ancestors of slaves, from the white people, from the phony. Let's say there's a system to do that. So then it becomes like, okay, so does
We did the math.
my
last week.
mom, me, and Luca get a check?
Yeah.
Or just the oldest living relative get a check?
Yeah,
You know, who gets the
They
check?
said
Let's figure it out.
All black people.
Let's
Said
sit at
50
the
million
table
black
and
people.
figure it out.
Hey, my
Jay-
mom got a check.
Right.
That calls it even as far as her family lineage is concerned.
I can
That's
agree
the
with that.
argument.
We can
How
work
would
that
I
out.
then still get a check?
You have to
And then
talk to
how
your
would
mom.
I then
We have
give
to- we have to
Luca a
work that
check?
out. We have to work that out. We can work it out.
Maybe-
if you
maybe-
asking for an
maybe you
answer
do it
right
as a
today,
household.
we don't got it.
Can we work on climate? Okay.
Let's work it all.
The one thing
Let's work on
I'm
everything.
glad you said that. The one thing I do think will work is that as an African American, if you file your taxes as a head of household, you get a steeper tax break. That could work.
Let's work it out.
That could work because everything's on paper, everything's filed, everything's documented. You have to file your taxes.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have to
yeah.
file as African American,
Yes.
and you have to file as head of household.
So
That could work.
can I ask you this? On 2018 taxes right now, I used to do TurboTax. I'm probably going to paper file this year. First time
Nah,
ever
go
paper
Credit
file.
Karma, fam. Credit
Credit
Karma's
Karma?
everything.
They do that?
Go Credit
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look through Credit
Credit
Karma.
Karma's the business.
I've always used TurboTax from
Shout out to
2013
Credit
to
Karma.
2018.
Cut
But
a check.
Cut a check, man. Cut that check, cousin.
I'm gonna use that. But in looking on TurboTax before, I didn't file, but going through the process, I was about to. But looking at it, it was one like question that came up, and it listed if you were affected by the Holocaust, it's a tax break.
Oh yeah.
So I'm looking like
shit.
I
had to
saw
learn
that.
about that
I was
shit.
like, what is this?
Let's not.
What
let's
is
not
this?
Act like people aren't getting
But
paid.
what's that?
Oh, yeah.
Why is that on the taxes? Why? Now it's like, come on. But I
Look,
see
I
what
was-
you're saying. But come on.
Are we,
That's
are we
the-
about to argue why white people are getting paid? And black people aren't?
Yes.
Where
I don't know why he
conversations
thinks
going?
that.
But why is it far fetched? Like
I'm not saying it's far-fetched.
it's
I'm
like a
just
joke.
saying we-
Yo, Bernie Sanders. You saw Bernie Sanders at Breakfast Club when Charlamagne tried to like fake press him. He was kind of like, I mean, like, why do you want it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is there a case for it? And it was like, I mean, why do you think? And what I was telling Chris and Matt was, I feel like it's never been, or not feel like, it's never been formally acknowledged.
It's
Obama.
never been formally rectified.
It never probably
acknowledged.
will. Obama acknowledged it.
People acknowledge.
I'm talking about formally on that stage
But,
to be
yeah,
like,
okay.
I am
Okay, yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
The United States, as the head of state, I'm sorry. The United States is sorry for this for these laws that
Right.
used to be on the
Right.
books and the trauma it caused. Used to be laws for civil rights. That's my parents' age.
Right.
So it's not like it's why these people or why some people feel like a just due or some reparations need to come back.
I don't know, man.
Internment camps, Japanese in World War II, right? They rounded up Japanese people, I feel like in the West Coast, and held them like they got the immigrants now.
Right.
In the case, they got money for that. They got
Yeah.
money, bruh.
Yeah. Or Native Americans now.
They
get
got
checks
money,
every
bruh.
month. Every month.
It
And
just
I
don't
get it.
add up.
It does add up, son. You just
So,
acting surprised.
How does it add
over
up?
something that's
How does
not
it add
surprising.
up?
So-
Where it add up?
So I told you, I asked Jay, I said,
You know why reparations didn't happen? Did you ever you know the story why the 40 acres
I'm
and the
feeling
mule
like,
never
I feel
happened?
like Thomas Jefferson just was like, nah.
No. So the Democrats put forward the 40 acres and the mule. The Republicans were like, no, and granted they could have done this because they knew it would hold it up. They were like, no, we need to do more than that. You know what I'm saying? So they were, instead of figuring it out that next term, it just got pushed back and pushed back and pushed, and so nothing ever happened. Once you got past that point, I don't think there's a way to go back.
Yeah, you can't.
After the Vietnam War, the whole tax system in our country changes, all these things. I don't think
we
there's
don't
a path
have
back.
the. How do you think they're
I
gonna
think
come
we
up
have
with a true? How much do you think?
Bro,
What's
if
a
they-
good amount to give?
If they see, I don't. There's no
See?
answer to that question because there's
See?
no amount of money that caused that.
No, but what I'm saying is, what's a realistic number?
I don't think there is one.
Because even
But
the
they
wildest
could get the
number-
money if even American-based
They have to figure out a new
corporations
way.
were taxed at
So
6%, which
No,
is
but-
half of what they should get taxed
Yeah.
at. You would come up with enough money to give every African American, which is only 13% of the country, a certain amount of money. You could do that.
It's about 50 million people.
Yeah, you could give 50 million people
How
$1 million. That's $50 million.
No.
No, sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No.
If you, no.
You did the
That's
math.
not-
You did the math.
Just to give everybody $5,000 is 400 billion.
Yeah, that's
10 grand.
right.
That's 400 billion.
10 grand.
$400 billion.
10 grand is 400 billion.
For every descendant, and this is going to be less than 50 million because everybody is a descendant of a
Everybody's
slave.
not a descendant of a slave.
So let's do the
We
calculations.
can't even
It
sit
can
here
be
and pretend
done.
like all black people were slaves.
Yeah, they were.
Because that's a
They were.
whole nother conversation.
That's why we got to do the math though, just to get it right.
So,
It's not going to be average. It's not going to
but
be 50 million.
we are
So it's going
at
to be
50
cheaper.
million and
Let's
we-
go.
Hey,
Okay.
all right.
So let's get around this.
Listen.
This the motherfucking Gym Class Podcast. We on some tangents today.
Yeah.
What's good?
If
We
it's gonna be
spiced the
less
time
people,
talking.
that means more
and we
money.
talking about some
Either
real
way
shit.
you look at it, we
But
gonna cut it. We
the
gonna get it
real
right.
question, because the real point of the debate wasn't even all this. It was
Where's the
that.
money coming from?
But where's the money come? And we said, you know what
I
I'm saying?
suggested legalizing weed.
Legalizing
That
weed.
additional tax money is the perfect thing to fund reparations.
I mean,
Jan said-
how much did Denver get off their first year of
Exactly.
legalizing weed? It was
Exactly.
like
All
$3
the
billion
points I
or
was
some
making.
shit, or just
Denver's
like all
Shout out to
the
Denver.
revenue.
We'll be out there this week.
Denver's
Gym
different.
class in Denver
Jan
this
told
week.
me
You dig?
that we'll get reparations before weed is legalized federally
No,
throughout the
Facts.
country.
no,
Facts.
no, man.
No, nigga, no.
Nigga said no.
Hold on.
That's what he
Blanket
said.
statement.
And he said it with a
Blanket statement. There's no
Bet-
way
bet your
black
second
people
reparations
getting
check.
paid
Facts.
is going to happen before white people making money. There's no way that's going to happen, dog.
Facts.
You really believe
There's
that?
no way that's going to
So
happen.
bet your
dog.
reparations check right here on
He already about to
Podcast.
lose it to me on the March Madness.
It
Oh
wasn't even a
shit!
real bet,
On
man.
the bet.
Oh,
Oh no, we
real
shook,
bet,
man. We
Now let's
shook.
get
If the reparations
Niggas
check
now
don't
niggas
exist,
now, they don't want
Hold
the
on,
reparations
if the
check.
reparation check don't exist, then what are
if
we
it
even
do,
betting?
I'm double right there.
Yeah, exactly.
If it don't exist, then what are
There
we
you
even betting?
wrong.
Right?
You double wrong.
That's good as gold around my book, bitch.
I can use that
If that
currency.
joint don't exist, we
Oh,
not even
man.
playing with
That's
That's
money.
good.
social
That's good in
currency
my
right
bank,
there.
Jan. That's good in my bank.
That's social
Hey, man.
currency. That check
Take my
clean.
reparation
man,
check.
man.
You gonna have to kill me, man. Find me in Africa, dog. I'm gonna be spending the whole check by the time you get me, man.
Oh, you about to lose it on this draft. What's
Oh,
wrong? What check you talking about?
oh
You about to get my check.
Holla at me in Africa, man. Find
my
me.
God, this thing is
Double or
crazy.
nothing. You gotta steal someone's check if you don't
Oh, my
you
God.
lose this
Hey,
one.
that's a bet.
Yo, y'all are fucking nuts. But so are we under? So we understand now that like we're gonna get the federal legalization of weed.
Weed's gonna be
before-
legal within the next 10 years.
Y'all are
Why are you
wild.
laughing like it's not even happening? Like what the fuck is wrong
Cause
with
y'all
you?
are wild, man.
What do you mean?
I don't think.
How are we wild?
Yeah, turn your mic on first, man,
I'm about to
before
turn
you
my
yell,
mic on.
man.
I'm about to turn my mic on. How am I wrong, Jed? Tell me how I'm wrong, brother.
Because it hasn't happened yet.
What do you mean? You don't think we've gotten closer to getting?
How many
weed?
states are legal out of the 50?
How many
Give me two.
reparations check you got?
How many?
Stop yelling at the people's ear.
And turn your
You
mic
gotta
on.
hear me.
But how many states are legal out of 50? 51. Tell me right now, since you know. How many?
I can look it up.
Okay. And tell me how many we gotta get to
It's
51.
about 8. It's about 8.
It's about 8.
We're going to one.
So we got 42 to go.
It's 7.
Oh, okay.
Good guess.
So in 10 years,
Good guess.
43 states is gonna be,
And
you
in
know,
430 years, you've gotten how much money for being black?
none.
Exactly.
But what's your correlation here?
So I would
What's your
guess.
correlation?
I would guess.
What's your correlation? Because
I
I
would
made
guess.
0 cents.
If we're
Zero.
if they're saying that over
Zero.
7 years, 7 states that are already
Zero.
legal, right? 7 states are already
There's
legal.
no correlation.
There's 7 states that are legal.
Yes, there are.
And they're working to make this shit more legal.
Right.
So there's going to be more states to be legal, right?
Right.
So, but how many?
So let's
years,
do your
how
math.
close have
Hold
we
up.
been
Hold up. Break
to
down
getting
your
a
math,
check
though.
for being black?
But let's break down
How
your
long?
math.
And how long has it been? We just wasn't.
Break down your math. Because in 10
Hey, Jack,
years,
Bro,
43
are you
states
really
is
going
not
to try to
pass.
do this right now?
I'm doing it
Jack,
to you,
you're
man.
not making no
You're
sense.
not making no sense.
Jack.
Hold up. In 10 years, 43 states is going to pass. And how many years? 7 states pass?
No, it's not gonna be 43 states. It's gonna be made federal legally.
Yeah,
It's
so
gonna be
there's
legal in
all the states.
But you,
What are
but
you
you
talking
know,
about?
son, why would they do that? And you only
Why
have a sample
would
size
they?
of 7
'Cause they're
states.
making money.
They're only making millions or bruh.
The reason
They're only making millions, and how much are they going to lose to giving us money?
We're in the
So
debt
they're gonna-
by trillions.
We're in the debt by
you don't
trillions.
think
So you're not going to get
nationally-
you're not going to get millions or billions to get off that debt, but you're going to give niggas money and lose money? What are you talking about, Jan? What are you talking about? What are you talking
Crazy.
about?
I don't understand this.
Are we crazy?
Y'all are crazy. I feel like y'all are crazy talk. You talking crazy talk. He talking crazy talk. It's just crazy talk.
But we can go and get legal weed.
I don't get
Jan,
none of
you talking
this.
crazy
It's
talk.
gonna be federal. It's gonna be a lot. Oh, that's
Man, you
crazy.
delirious right now.
How?
You need to
I'm
get
delirious
some
and it
rest.
ain't happened yet. That's why state and federal is different. And federal don't think that it's cool to do it federal. That's why they let the states rock on their own.
Hold on, we stop.
Like, I don't get it.
Hold on, where we stopping at? Where we picking up at?
This is wild.
You're crazy
That's
guy.
why state and federal is different. And federal don't think that it's... I don't get it.
Federal don't think that is what, Jan? Federal don't think that it's what.
The federal government
Hold
don't
up.
think that it's... Yo, man. The attorney general came out and was like, I hate weed. I don't... Hey, yo, man. That's the nigga that's going to pass it? Hey, yo. Don't get it. How? That's why the states decided, but still, like, on you can get a felony, but you can, like, you good on the state, but it's like, it's legal in D.C., but, like, at the Library of Congress, if I
You don't
smoke
think they
J,
can make $1
it's still a
trillion?
felony. But it's legal if I walk down the street.
You know what
$1
talk?
trillion
You
business.
know
understand
what
how
talk-
that works?
You know what
You make that federal
Money.
$1 trillion
But you
business.
know how that works, right?
If you have
You know how that works,
if you had a prototype, if you had an example of
Right.
showing you,
Right.
okay, in this place,
Right.
we're making money and we're getting out
Let
of
me
a
get you-
deficit.
But you know I'm about to get you though, real quick.
do it.
Because like we all from like Maryland, DC, right? And like we looking at the example in DC, like yo, DC is like forward thinking, they doing it.
I'm not looking
But
at DC.
DC is
I'm
like
not looking at DC.
no, but hold up. But DC is where they make the laws at, and DC is legal in DC, but the government's here too, and they don't think it's cool. So they have this. They live in the sample. They live in it, but they don't think it's cool. You hear me? You see how that works?
Fan.
The DC government said this is cool, but the bigger homies was like, no.
He's talking bullshit.
No.
This nigga talking bullshit.
Straight bullshit.
Trav can't even be around you. He can't even be around you. You made the boy leave with your bullshit.
Man, answer me that. You got the sample
Bro,
size.
you have a sample size
So
and they
why
just
they
did it, and they had positive
just did
examples in multiple
They
states.
just did it.
It's just happened in the last 10 years. Yes, it has.
Okay, so the next
So
few
it's
years it's gonna
exactly.
happen?
So
Yes.
yes, nigga, why not? If it's making you money, nigga, you act like you're a beggar.
not
You
making
couldn't-
enough.
Yeah. What? What
Why
you mean?
not?
It's making enough for states, not the whole economy.
What do you mean? If you make it,
No,
what do
that's
you
the way
mean?
you
Taxes,
tax
nigga,
Seven
come
states,
on,
they don't
bro.
make enough.
Come on, bro.
They don't make enough.
Who don't?
Yeah, because
They don't make enough
it's
money.
only legal in
Not to,
seven
not to
states.
support a country. Maybe a state.
It's
has-
7
Bruh.
states. You can't support a corporate. Of course not, nigga.
So
It's
Cal-
7
so hold
states.
up.
We got
so
50.
hold up.
Hey.
California had $1 billion surplus, right? California had $1 billion surplus for the first time in a while. Was all of that money?
Man, yeah, that's me.
Turn my volume down so these people
Hey,
think
Jerry-
I'm not.
Jerry
upset.
Brown.
Yelling in their ears.
Jerry Brown had $1 billion surplus from California, right? And when Jerry Brown, the governor of Cali, right? Can we agree that California would make the most money off legal weed? Would you say that out of the legal states? Or would you say Denver? Where would you say out of the 7?
What do you mean? Who makes the most out of
I'm just saying, if you had to say-
California's just because of sheer size. It's the
Okay,
biggest state.
so
It's not fair.
California had a one.
They just became
Hold up.
legal recreationally.
Cool.
Look how much money they
Yeah,
gotta
but-
give money
and-
back to the residents of
Cool,
Denver,
right? Cool.
of Colorado, because
All of that billion when weed money, it was hundreds of millions, possibly. It's a drop in a bucket for GDP of a country. Not saying it won't help. I'm not saying that it won't help. It won't help in some
Is there a
aspects.
feasible way that you can figure that you can get it besides legalizing marijuana that would be something that can also benefit? Because that's what it is. If you don't have one, you need to have at least another solution.
That's
It's
why
not gonna be
states and
reparations.
federal are different. States can do what they want. It's a state constitution. Cool. But on a federal level, once you make the shit legal for everyone,
Yeah. Then
it's I mean, who knows? That's why they haven't done it.
Why not?
I mean, who knows the issues? I
Because
feel like there's panels
So
in the
why do you
Senate.
think? So why do you think it's so unbelievable for it to happen? You must know something. You got some insider information.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. On that level, that's why I'm looking like.
Yeah,
yo,
it hasn't happened yet. Doesn't mean it's not.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Why not? That's
Why
what I'm
would
trying to
they?
get at.
I don't know.
For money.
But it's not enough. Like, states are making money.
No.
I see what you're saying. Like,
you
collectively, they
you-
can tax weed, right?
Yes.
But what would be?
What
It's
would
not
be
enough
what?
money to tax because, okay, if you make
Because
that,
if you legalize
one is a drug.
Because people,
right?
it's $1 trillion business right now and it's illegal.
True.
Yeah.
But
Trillion.
I don't feel.
So now if you make
but-
it legal, you got it in all the stores. So people are now more. People don't smoke it only for the one purpose because it's illegal. If it's legal, they would definitely smoke. So that's more people that you have smoking. So that's more money they can tax. That means now in DC, you don't have.
And not to
now,
mention
now
advertising
anywhere in the
money
country,
and
you
all types
don't
of
gotta go
stuff
to a
that people
corner.
could
You don't gotta
throw
know
into
somebody
that,
who
you know what I'm
weed. You
saying?
can go to the
Like-
store.
like-
You can buy that shit, smoke that shit in your own home. You can go out. You got weed. You got weed events. There's all type of businesses that can be grown off of this. That it's gonna boost the economy all the way around.
I think
You
it's
don't
sound
think that's a
arguments.
trillion-
I just
you
don't
don't
think
think
they
that's
want
a
to
$1
make
trillion
drug. I don't
business?
think they want to make that drug a
It's
legal drug.
alcohol. Tobacco's
It's
legal.
different.
Tobacco's
Bro,
legal.
is it though?
How is it different?
They think it is.
There's more deaths.
Is
off
it
of
is it really, or
alcohol
is it just
than
a
I think the
100-year
government
difference?
thinks
'Cause
it is.
I literally think it's just a 100-year difference. I literally think it's because around this time in 1919 they were doing the same thing with alcohol. You feel me? They were trying to figure out how to do it, so they put the cap on it. You know what I'm saying? Then people are gonna get it anyway. So now let's figure out how to tax it. And we have liquor stores on every block, the same way out in Cali they have weed stores on every block,
Denver,
and in Denver
they
on
got 'em
every block.
everywhere.
And so, and even
liberal
out
cities,
here,
liberal states though,
bro,
it's not every state, and it's not going to be as easy because a lot of
Yeah, you may not have as many
it's not
stores.
going to be as quick as it's like, okay, if it's on a federal level, it's just the law. But that's why the law, why at least it's checks and balance. Everybody to be on the same accord, to
Let me-
agree with that.
Jen,
I just don't see it.
let me explain something to you.
Okay.
Okay, just from a pure business standpoint.
Okay.
All right, you have a business.
Mhm.
Every business demographic isn't everywhere.
Mhm.
So, if I'm not going to just for the sake of putting up a weed dispensary, put up a weed dispensary in the area that people aren't buying weed. So weed is just because you make it legal federally doesn't mean it's going to be on every single corner. So you'll have areas that have high weed concentrations of shops and businesses and things, and then you're gonna be able to tap into the market of areas where are weed free.
Man,
Because
it's funny,
because
like,
that
there's
becomes a
lot of
luxury
things-
now.
I feel like it's a lot of things that, like, even
Yo.
Big Farm, you got things that, like, you if you make weed legal without getting all your bread from it, you feel me? You're gonna knock out Big Farm, who is the lobbyist. Those are the people that are putting the money into these situations, like, and really influencing stuff. You feel me? Like, the opioid crisis ain't it's not an accident. It's not like no situation has been pushed. Even with the football shit, like, all that shit correlates. The reason why weed is illegal, but these opioids and all these painkillers are legal is because you can't get addicted to weed, so they say, even though you probably can. But I feel like they're even making it so that you can become addicted.
They'll definitely put shit in the weed once it becomes legal.
Exactly.
You gotta be careful.
Because you have to, you know
like
what
that
I'm
shit
saying?
becomes legal, we gotta start growing our own shit because
Exactly.
they definitely gonna
because
put drugs
you
in
get a
that shit.
situation where you can't control these pain medicines. But it, like a lot of these motherfuckers, when you hear people saying they're addicted to opioids and doing that shit, it's not because I'm going out partying. It's because I got hurt and this shit made me feel good. And by the time I felt like I'm good enough, I need that shit. Like I feel like I'm like dependent upon that shit. You feel me? So that's where it is. And we dropping some gems right now. Hey, look, watch out. Listen. We just joking, you know what I'm saying? We don't know nothing. We just some wild niggas. We just podcast. We just drunk and shit. But no, anywho.
You know who's up to though? At the end of the day, it's up to Congress and the Senate. It's up to 420 people to pass the law whoever's a majority and they have the majority, president and Congress, can get the law passed.
All right, now my question
If
is,
they don't have
move
it,
forward,
it will
and
never
we can
move
move forward.
Facts.
So, do you believe that the majority of
But
those people
we have the majority Democrat Congress right now.
Right. So, do you believe the majority of those people would be more in favor of legalizing weed or reparations on the first go around? Like, literally, they could both lose. They could both lose. They could both lose, but who's going to get more votes?
So
who's going to get more votes?
I'm going to tell you the majority.
Bipartisan.
You can look up, it's a website, right? It's a website, a government website, where you can look up every piece of legislation a congressperson proposes and everybody who votes yes. So, Ocasio-Cortez, we know who she is, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Now, she's a millennial, right? She's brought up reparations. People have brought up reparations and bills. You can see it. And, like, you can see all the members who vote, right? So, it's not like it's a far-fetched thing.
I'm just saying.
But they have the majority, right? But the president is a Republican. So, sometimes votes won't even make it to the floor. And then once they pass the House, they got to go to the Senate. It's a lot of checks and balances.
Like, I understand.
So even on like weed, so when you think like, man, we got the clear path to the law being passed, it's not that simple, because you can have a majority who's like for weed, but once it gets to the desk, like the president still gotta sign it.
That almighty dollar. You know what weed could also fund?
Yeah.
You know what weed could also fund?
Easy.
That wall.
Yeah.
I don't think he cares about that, man.
You don't think he cares about the wall?
Nah, not enough to make weed legal.
Trump's definitely hitting the tree first of all.
Definitely hitting the coke.
He should hit the tree. I hope he is.
Definitely hitting the tree.
needs to hit the
the cocaine. Yeah, my man's going crazy out there. We seen you.
Coke's the new weed.
Coke is
weed.
Is
like
actually.
Alcohol, and coke is
cocaine
weed.
is a new weed.
They're trying to make that shit real complicated.
Bruh, they literally have and I noticed that the cocaine talk and the cocaine references and jokes in like regular TV, it's crazy. Nowadays, the shit's nuts. I see that shit like all the time.
Rep check, man. Put it up.
Put your rep check on. Put your rep check on reparations, man. I need that.
Son, the rep check. No, nobody's ever gonna find me again, ever. I might say, hey, peace out to everybody. Chris, I'm gonna get with you. You know what I'm saying?
Settle up.
I might FaceTime.
You ain't going nowhere.
You gonna FaceTime.
You going back to work, because that rep check is mine.
I'm Matt. I'm gonna FaceTime Matt. Yo, where are you, son? I'm gonna just talk with my face. You're never gonna know where I'm at, man. Hey,
man, we getting the same rep check. I know how much you got. I know what to expect.
I know what
you don't know what
you're getting, man.
You know what I got, dog.
Just give me what I got then.
Double what I got and we lit.
Double what I got, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but give me the rep check.
Need that rep check. Speaking of rep checks, man, we talk about rep checks. Let's talk about some rep checks, man. Let's talk about rap. Let's talk about what's going on in the world. What's going on out there. It seems like they say hip hop is the new WWE, man, and I don't know.
Been that way.
It's been that way, but these niggas get punched in their faces, man. These young guys, man, they get punched in their fucking face. I can't.
I'm not about this age of rap.
I'm not really. I had to ease back a little bit from this because we was having fun, when during the come up shit, we wasn't really fighting. We was kind of
in the 2000s. It was party time.
It was partying.
Niggas had a lot of parties.
Partying, a lot of drugs.
Fun.
And just kicking it, having fun, finding some cool girls to kick it with. You feel me? And that's what it was about. But apparently, people I get hit in their face. Did y'all see? Did y'all get to see the video of the young and skinny from the Dime?
Yo, they jumped on his
Bruh,
the dude in the black shirt.
Hibachi time.
That was just like he's getting all clean hits in the face. Like it was looking like whoever was recording that joint. I was just like, how can you record him getting hit in the face like that? And like it was, I feel bad for him.
He jumped on him like a Spider-Man,
bruh.
Man.
Spider-Man. Oh, there we go. It was like,
Bro, you like a spider monkey. Chill.
Oh my god. Skinny. Why you ain't grab a fork or a knife? You in a hibachi?
All you got. Hibachi time.
Hibachi, you at the table. If
Bro,
you see somebody rush you, fam, and you knew it wasn't love, maybe he reached out his hand.
He thought it was a fan.
No.
Why did
He thought it was a fan. He thought he wanted to take a pic. You know, give him some dap. What up?
You gotta,
And
hey, man, you're famous.
nigga was
You
ready
gotta
to
pick the
embrace
fork
some shit,
up. You gotta pick the fork.
Pick up whatever you took
How?
it away.
What do you mean? You're at
Throw
the
a
table.
hot bowl of wine try on that nigga. Man, do
He got
something.
it from the table though.
You got
Oh,
it from the
my.
table?
He got it from the table, tried to show love, stood up.
You gotta get up with
walked
something.
away.
Fam, you have to get up with something. You're famous. You can't trust anybody out here. You see, he got chased by who? He got chased by Zoe Dollars.
Yeah.
He got chased.
It's not a good month. It hasn't been a good month from Skinny. Skinny, are you okay? Skinny, are you okay? Skinny, it's not look good for you, Skinny. Man, oh Lord, Skinny, man. And wasn't he a snitch? I heard he's a snitch. I heard. I seen another video recently. I think it was yesterday. Where he was talking to somebody about just snitching and just not giving a fuck. Like fuck these niggas. I got enough money already and all types. Man, it's not looking good for you, bro. Like, And I heard your music too. It's not that good neither. How did these niggas get on, bro?
You know what? You got a little image and I think you
Snitch image?
You have a little image.
The snitch image is selling. I guess it is.
I think so. You get a bunch of tats and you win.
So he was snitching?
He apparently he's a snitch too.
Hey, man. You know who put me under that? My man, shout out King Erner.
Shout out to King Erner.
He said his honor isn't intact.
Did he take his honor?
He snatched
He
it.
snatched the honor. Snatched the honor from that young nigga, man. Get your honor snatched. You don't want to get your honor snatched, man.
You're nobody.
You're nobody out here. Shout out to King Erner, man. You know what I'm saying? We're a very honorable crew, you dig? And we live by honors. We live by the code. You know what I mean? I feel like you understand the code. And we understand the code and we live by that. You know what I'm saying?
But you know who didn't live by the code though?
Who didn't live by the code?
Oh, you see how they rushed my man? Well, not my man.
My man.
Your man.
My man. This is my dog.
Man.
I actually know this guy. I know the name
Adam
in real life.
22.
Shout out to Adam, man.
In the chair though.
Bruh, they tried to rush my man with a gun, but he didn't. Like,
With the fake gun too.
twice. With the hey, bro, what's going on?
The fake gun?
Hey,
He rushed
they
him
need to
in
stop
the chair.
trying my man Adam, bro. Stop trying Adam like he's sweet, bro. My man Adam, he's with the fuckery,
Still
man.
had the beats on.
He still had the beats on, and then he had Long Neck and Terrio do the remake, do the parody joint on the Instagram, bro.
And you know what's funny? You think he heard like how like you hear the sound effects of punches? You think he heard the
But I definitely be like, pew, I think, yo. But the whole fact and the crazy thing about culture is there is this thing where they got the remake culture, like people trying to redo shit. You know what I'm saying? So they seen the first motherfucker seen the nigga pull up on Adam with the shit and thought it was sweet. Another nigga came another day later and tried to do the same shit, but this time I don't even think he got to Adam. This nigga got arrested for what was it, aggravated burglary or some shit like that, which is a dumbass charge. But and it was just like why would you think it's now the time right after somebody's done it to come back, bro? You know it's a good idea. I just thought of this shit. No one's ever done this shit in their life. We gonna pull up on Adam 22 at the shop, and then we gonna pull a gun out on him, and then we gonna get whatever we want. We gonna get our way. We gonna be on, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these little niggas, bro? Please tell me, Jay.
I have no idea.
Bruh.
I feel like guns are scary. If you ever, been in a situation where you had guns pointed at you, I don't think it's like anything to like mess around with.
Oh,
and
not
if
at all.
people have, like guns on them, I feel like that type of stuff is just like scary. And like if you get one prank, why would somebody do it the next day thinking he would like survive?
Yeah,
that?
like it's not gonna
Like
be
I don't.
lockdown.
I feel like
he's
he's crazy. Like to do that. Like I don't know, man. That's scary. That's scary.
Y'all stop trying my
he
man Adam like he's sweet, bro. My man is not with the shits, and he is a we. You know what I'm saying? We fuck with no jumpers a gang. Adam's a really cool motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Had some cool times out in LA. You know what I'm saying? I still check in with bro when I'm out there. So, let my man live, man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all little weird ass, wild ass little niggas, man? Relax. Can we get a relax, man? Can y'all, man? What did you say this?
hip hop. The hip hop.
Relax.
Game is crazy. The hip hop game is crazy.
It's
man.
wild, bro.
It's wild. You never know what you're gonna see when you open up Instagram.
Yeah, it
Sometimes
is
you can see Stevie J.
Yo, what's wrong?
And he's always in headlines.
Bruh,
He's always in the drama.
I'm a fan of Stevie, bro. You know this nigga made some of the best music, some of the shit that we was. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, why?
Even
why,
more recently, the shit niggas good TV.
Great TV. That face, nigga, that face.
That shit was hilarious, man.
Man,
Everybody doing that shit.
My man came up. He took Love and Hip Hop as the brand to a new level. With him and
he took
wrestling and all
he took being a fuckboy to another.
Bruh, and
He made being a
proud
fuckboy. He
You know what I'm saying?
monetized being a fuckboy.
Proud to be a fuck nigga in the land.
What's the name of that group?
That was a group.
Nah, they had.
The Hitman.
No, on the show.
Creep Squad.
Creep Squad.
Creep Squad.
Interesting name.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever would like. I'm not cool, nigga.
They kicked somebody out the Creep Squad too. I forget who that
Oh,
was.
the Spanish cuz.
Cisco.
Damn, they did kick him out. He was wildin', man.
Yeah, they're a wild group. How you
That's what I'm
have
saying.
morals between wild niggas?
You out the Creep
You
Squad,
too creepy.
man.
You're too creepy for the creep. You a nasty. That's a
different kind of
Ew, man, you're gross. You're gross. That what? How do you get kicked out of a squad of creepy individuals? Like, nah, bro, you're too
went
creepy.
too far.
You creeped on us.
Yeah.
You went.
Did you hear about Stevie J? Like, you hear what's going on with that man?
Please, enlighten us, brother.
So for those who don't know, allegedly, it's all alleged. Cause I don't know Stevie J. You know Stevie J?
Allegedly.
Do you know Stevie J?
I don't know Stevie J.
Damn it.
But I have kicked it with Stevie J a couple times in Atlanta. Shout out to Sit and all the homies down there. He was big homies with, he is real good friends, like brother with one of the big homies down there who owns a lot of stuff. So I have kicked it with him. I got some cool pictures of him and Jocelyn. But know him like that? Nah, we ain't cool like that.
Okay, so allegedly, Stevie J basically, long story, a little short. He was owing, and one of his baby mamas posted. So Mimi's girlfriend posted a pic with Stevie J's daughter, and so Stevie J made a comment saying, "Well, y'all should adopt." And then she. I was salty. A little salty.
That was a salty comment. Y'all should adopt. In the age of all this goddamn technology and shit, that's some cold shit. They say if you're old, man, that's a loaded baked potato. That's what that was. That's a loaded baked potato. But continue, brother.
Yeah, so he said that. So then she said, well, maybe if you took care of took care of your child like a father, you wouldn't have an issue with me being around and me actually loving your child.
A good shade room paragraph.
Yeah.
A good shade room paragraph.
I gave a very poor explanation.
That's kind of wild.
Bruh, like, he triggered.
It doesn't end there. And then Jocelyn chimes in and says that basically, nigga, Faith paying all this child support anyway, so he ain't seen my daughter in a year.
Bruh, Stevie, you're too old to have your old ass baby mamas in the shade room comments, bruh, giving paragraph on paragraphs, man, on your ass, bro. Listen, you could have avoided this by just simply not saying no shit. And it was funny, I understand, because it was a loaded baked potato. But nigga, if you're not ready to get served, nigga, don't you're loading the baked potato, man. Why you do that?
Man, the hitman need a hit.
Hitman need a hit bad.
Bad.
We need a Stevie believe
He got
man.
his new
Listen.
show dropping with Faith on VH1.
Man.
Might be a check.
No, Mona Scott produced that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Mona getting another bag. Mona, you was a cold motherfucker. Is you married? Listen,
He gonna get VH1 for everything.
man, I got something for you.
Shit,
I got a show idea.
I saw
Mona in Love, starring me.
what you call it? Sierra is trying to change baby.
Is that real? Is that real news or is that fake
Who
news?
knows, man? If it's real,
Oh,
it's kind of
Oh,
nah, man.
you can't do that, man. What?
Nah, that's
Are you
past petty.
Come on, man. That's petty checkmate right there, G.
ridiculous.
Nah.
That's petty checkmate.
That's not checkmate.
You know how great the
Like
music
you
is
said.
gonna be? Bruh, what? Go ahead and do that shit. We gonna get the greatest nigga. This nigga will elevate to, you know what type of music we will get from Future if she pulls that move?
Nah, I hope that doesn't.
Oh my God.
I hope that doesn't. Nah.
Nigga, that's thug tears.
That's fucked up. That's too far.
That's the next level.
what?
That's thug tears.
Why you gonna
Because you
change that
petty,
now?
because you can. And you're petty. Shit, I seen Baby Future took the snap and ran around the corner.
He was looking
Yo,
mean on that.
Baby
You see
Future
that?
look back. Oh my
man.
God.
Like 4.
Dog, I can't.
Hit
I
the
can't
corner,
go,
dog.
bro.
He scored.
I can't go,
Yeah,
bro.
man, that joint ain't like Russ.
that
It was
hurt.
like everybody's like, damn, like he hit that corner like Russ.
Ooh.
Ran that joint in there,
Bruh,
dog,
it was-
like 20 yards.
Bruh.
It's like 5.
It was ugly.
Yeah.
It was.
It's stepdad.
It's that
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was looking
Super
crazy.
Bowl champ.
Super Bowl. Look,
Hey, man.
you say you want to learn from the best.
It was looking crazy.
Step-
They need them
Hey,
niggas just need to come
hey.
together like man, bro. Them niggas
man.
honestly, they need to come together like man, bro. This shit need to stop. As men, they need to go beyond that.
How
Look,
can you
G,
hate on it?
You got cause the thing is
You
he
can't
got,
hate on it. Like, you can't hate on it.
Lil Future gonna cuss the shit out of Russell when he get in his teens.
bruh.
When he start want to be with his dad,
Bruh.
his real dad.
Oh my God.
When he start talking to Future.
Oh my
He
God.
start listening to
Oh,
old
listen,
Future.
understand when
Oh,
the
that's
boy
that
get a
fuck
cell
nigga
phone, when Lil Future get a cell phone, it's a rap, bro. When Lil Future get a cell phone, it's a rap. When he can talk to daddy all the time, it's a whole rap. They better lock
Interesting-
listen.
interesting dynamic.
That's what I'm saying. They
His dad
need to
probably
go
can't be
ahead.
there.
They
He's a
need
star.
to come together like men and squash all this little dumb shit. Cause at the end of the day, this shit ain't gonna stop. This
But you
nigga's
missing
alive.
football
I don't
games.
know, but like
You missing the
But like,
football games.
Russ is probably just like so good. Is like it's like you can't even be. You can only be but so mad at him. Like
He's at the football
Exactly.
game.
And
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Critical. These are critical moments.
So,
he
and-
ran 20 yards he scored. That's a moment.
Right.
Where and he was on tape. You know what I'm saying? Damn, like, how does that make you feel if you seen the joint on the ground?
I'm saying, look.
hey, we don't know if Future was there. He may have been there.
No, Russ was there.
Future's in the stand. Future's in the damn studio.
Russ was
Hendrix
there.
2 about to come out, man. Future, look, he got some more hurt tunes to put out. He was watching that motherfucker. He just made 10 songs last night off inspiration. And you got my goddamn son on the field. You know, he's on his bag, man. Hendrix 2 coming out, man. Listen, we out there. We out there. Don't look at me like that. Don't even look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that, nigga. Don't look. Fuck you. Oh man. We in this motherfucker. We last time we didn't give him that much last time. So I guess this one kind of makes up for it. What we got going on else, man?
I
Man.
don't think it's too much else, but it's just hey man, we
We
going to Denver.
going to Denver, bro. It's birthday,
last one
man.
before Denver.
It's your last one. It's the birthday. It's 31. Talk to these people. What we got going on, man? Gym class. We coming to your city, Denver.
We going to Denver, man, and you know what? I'm so excited.
Man, Denver is crazy.
I was on Weed Maps and I was looking at all the dispensaries
Oh, it's crazy.
and the prices,
It's crazy.
and it's gonna be
It's almost shed a whole
beautiful
thug
thing.
tear. A couple of almost had a thug sob in this motherfucker, just checking out what we have going on in Denver, and it's gonna be documented. And it's gonna we probably gonna put we We gonna get some content. We gonna content the fuck out. These niggas talk about content kings. Nigga, I created the term content kings. I don't want to hear nobody talk about content kings. Cause this is like, that's cool, but we gonna show you what content do. We going out of town with this shit, with this flavor. You know what I mean? I can't wait, bro. Like, this shots, G.
But the birthday's been good, man. You know, the weekend was cool. I got way too drunk on Friday and I realized how old I was because it took over a day. So I went out Friday night and then Saturday morning I woke up way too early because, you know, when you get older, you wake up early.
Yeah, when you get drunk, when you get old and you get drunk.
No. When you get old, you wake up early. I wake up early for nothing. If I'm sober or drunk, no matter what. And the fact that I'm still waking up early when I'm drunk says I'm getting old.
You don't sleep in.
Yeah.
What's that?
You gotta get up.
Your body is up, man.
So I was up, and then I couldn't I tried to go back to sleep. Went to sleep for a couple hours, and then woke up, and then like kind of lounged around and was lazy. Had a show. Went to the show, managed to like put it together, had a great event, and working with, they had the kids out there in Southeast, you know, they had them doing different like artistic like vision board type things, and it was really, really, really good for the community. People came out to really support, and it was great vendors there. But then after that shit, nigga, I had one of the worst migraines.
Migraines. That's old nigga shit.
And I had a migraine, and then I had but I had tickets to go see Us. And I ain't gonna get those up.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
So I got to go. So I'm going to see Us, and literally, like some of the lighting, like the flash, and I'm like, oh shit. So, but I make it through. But it was a good weekend. We go to brunch. You know what I'm saying?
Brunch! We did go to brunch.
Man. We go to brunch. The team came out. Almost everybody.
Yeah, almost everybody. Almost.
Some people got...
It was binging.
We'll
call it binge.
An addiction. Call it
was
what
on
it
it.
is,
He was
man.
on it. But it's alright. We're not talking about that.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah. But
on another podcast.
Yes.
But we went to brunch, and brunch was... I love brunch. I always love brunch. But brunch, sometimes the mimosas can knock you out early.
Bruh. Especially when it's not a regular mimosa. Nigga, so we went to brunch, man. That shit was cool, bro. That shit was cool.
Good vibes.
It was good vibes. I wrote this actually when we were in there. I got some things about black brunch, man. We went to a black brunch, man. It was a black brunch. And you know, I don't know if I ever been to I have been to a black brunch. This was a black ass brunch. And you know, it was a couple little things. There's a difference between, you know, a black brunch and a black ass brunch. But it was good. And the thing is, it's like, yo, it was a pleasant experience. But it was a black ass brunch, you know?
No. That was black brunch. You gonna be there for about 3 hours.
We was there for 3 hours.
And you only gonna eat for about 30 minutes.
Bruh.
And that 30 minutes will come right in about the middle. You gonna wait an hour.
It's gonna be on the second half. It's probably like,
then you gonna eat for 30 minutes. Then you gonna sit there for about another hour and a half.
you know how I knew we was at a black brunch, bro. There was two things. There's three things, but there was two things. First, two things I realized. We got there wasn't a whole bunch of seating dinner tables. There was hookah tables. Like, you know, like the table.
Because it was a club.
It was a club. It was, and that was the thing.
Pop-up.
And shout out, yeah, it was.
You gotta know where you at.
Yeah. You gotta know. I ain't never been there for real. I think I've been there one time drunk. Didn't really remember it. But you gotta remember where you at. So I was like, okay, cool. So I don't think I've ever been to a pop-up brunch. These things had Kool-Aid mimosas, man.
Yeah, that Kool-Aid mimosa was
It's an interesting dynamic. Red Kool-Aid mimosas.
Sounds interesting.
It sounds very interesting.
It was Kool-Aid champagne.
It was Kool-Aid.
Right.
It was
That's why I said it's
literally. It was like it was
Tastes like Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet ass like
Right.
nigga
Like,
Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
like, man.
Syrup.
Man.
Like,
Okay.
like 2 cups of sugar in there.
Yeah.
And
Diabetes. That's the sugar.
So you couldn't even taste the champagne.
not really. You
Not
can taste.
really.
You get a couple bubbles.
It was
You
little
taste
bubbles.
a
It was
couple
like
bubbles.
sparkling Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you
Okay.
think about what sparkling Kool-Aid was,
Yeah.
like Cisco, but not Cisco because it's like sparkling. It's like fancy, but it's of that
It was a
variety.
wine cooler. That's exactly what it was.
A sparkling wine cooler.
Yeah, Tahitian truck. That's
Oh man, it's the fucking Saratoga wine mixer. Oh man.
It's like a soda, but it's shit like kind of flat.
Oh man. Oh boy, March Madness for real. Oh my gosh.
I thought I had that one. I thought that was
Saratoga wine. Oh, that's it right there. It's lit. These are Saratoga.
So it's only about 262 niggas that know.
Shout out to Saratoga. Shout out to Northeast DC. You know what I'm talking about. The fucking Saratoga wine mixer. Y'all get it? Now you just gotta say it loud. I'm trying to get it.
Over three.
Oh shit. Oh my gosh.
Start calling you Peterman. Fourth quarter.
5 yards, 4 picks. What's going on here? Oh shit, that is.
Anyway.
Had to get that. Oh, at least we got some laughs. I needed that one. Shit. Oh boy. But nah, no, but no, the Black Ass Brunch though. Nah, it was a couple things. Okay. Trying to compose myself. I know I'm on hot water right now. But no, so one thing that I thought that was fucking hilarious, right? So when we got there, first we were sitting on the hookah tables, right? And we moved, and it was like all of us had our own hookah table. Then we moved to the table, and it was cool and shit, right? Then shout out to the homie who had the mimosas. He was thinking, okay,
Mike.
Yeah, shout out to Mike, man. So
12 rounds.
12 lines, that's what we're talking about, you know what I'm saying? Sundays, go get that pop-up brunch, it's lit. But so they came, Mike put the mimosas on the table. He had one other regular mimosas and one of the Kool-Aid mimosas, right? So about an hour or so in, after about 2 refills,
2 pitchers.
2 pitchers.
Were they expeditious with the refills, or they?
Mike was good. Mike was on his biz. Mike was on his thing. You feel me? So we're in there, and it's. I think there was a switch.
Yeah.
I think the other
New
shift. I don't know where she came from, but she wasn't really she wasn't Mike.
Okay. Yeah.
The energies was different, you know what I'm saying? She was really, she was being a stickler for the mimosas, man. Shorty came.
She asked how many you had.
Bro, no. Shorty came and grabbed the mimosa pictures off the table, G. So I'm like, you know me, I see it happen.
Talking about the tough way.
Yeah, the tough man. Oh boy, she was so tough. She looked so tough. She was so aggressive. I've never been.
She was rugged.
Man, aggressive stud serving
rugged.
breakfast, bro. I had never had.
If she could have a beard, she would have had a beard.
Bro,
It would have been a
literally, she was military.
stubbly beard though.
She looked like Uncle Murder, like if Uncle Murder and Malcolm X.
Like Uncle Murder.
Literally,
Uncle
because
Murder
I pulled the picture up, bro, to the cop to the right. You know what I'm saying? Like she was gangbanging with her ponytail. Like the ponytail was cut to the right. Like she was thugged out. She had a vest actually. She had a vest with buttons on.
She's
black.
a part of a car club.
Black.
She probably driving an Apollo or a Camaro.
Ooh, it was so
Or
tough.
Charger.
So
Charger.
gee,
Apollo,
this
Camaro,
was the
Charger.
craziest thing, right? So I say something like, yo, why ain't y'all just leave? Like, why you taking the shit? She's like, oh nah, We gotta get paid around here. We got we got served around here. We gotta get paid around
Oh,
here.
I didn't know that's what she said.
Oh yeah, bro. She talk shit to me, G, because I'm the
You
only
raised up, bro.
Why she think you look sweet?
bro. She thought I was a man.
She said we gotta get paid.
Bro, we gotta serve, right? We gotta get paid. So I'm like, oh, she thinks I'm
none of that.
sweet.
What?
So Lindsay and Mook, they hear this, right? So Lindsay looks at me because she sees me like she sees me. I look at Mook, I look at Liz like, I'm about to. She's like, no. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write it in my phone. Black brunches. So this is where this whole shit came from. So I'm like, okay. So then Shorty came back around. This is when this when I knew she was cold. Came back around. My cup wasn't my cup was full. Come and put a little drop in my cup, right? Then Shorty said, see, yeah, this is why I took the bottle. It makes the shot better. Cause I had the camera up in the middle of the shit. I was like, oh my god, you cold. I was like, oh, bitch, you think you cold as ice in this motherfucker. Oh my god, but then I get it back. Of course I got it. And it wasn't even a direct shot, cause I'm like, alright, I respect you. But then, right, she goes to the bar. And I'm the only one that could see her.
You know,
It's gonna be crazy.
Mile high.
Mile high, man.
Mile high.
I'm trying
Gym
to
class, mile high.
Look, it's gonna be an experience.
Man.
I feel like, you know, I always travel for my birthdays, and this was like a very chill, kind of relaxed. It's a very 31 trip.
31. And mine's
Very
next.
31, because it's not gonna be a turn up. I'm not about to be in the clubs.
You know, I was about to be.
Yeah, I might find some.
I may go to one club to see what it's like, but it's supposed to like rain and snow a couple days.
Hey.
It's the craziest nights. That's how
Oh, yeah,
that's
man.
when Batman lurks.
You know the type of people we gonna meet in the shops. Hey man, what y'all doing? You
No,
know,
I'm definitely open to like, hey,
Man, come past my house, man. We got we got the
Yeah,
G13
man.
in the back. Oh yeah. That's the type of guy I'm looking for, man.
Yeah.
You got the G13.
that's why you should be coming.
Hey
Pause.
man.
Hey, you.
Nice, man.
Watch yourself.
Burn one for me.
Oh man, we got
Burn
you,
one
bro.
for me, man. Bring back some gummies,
Oh.
man.
No, I'm definitely bringing back the edibles. I feel safe with coming back to edibles, but I feel like they're gonna be looking for niggas trying to bring back the trick, and I'm not gonna be that nigga that gets caught.
Well, man,
Very true.
man,
Like that.
Not even risking it.
on that note,
Not even risking it.
everyone, man, this one, I think we got this is a good one.
I enjoyed this one.
This was a real good one. We got it's perfectly positive and shit, man. Got them jokes off and shit right at 100 minutes. I like that. You know what I'm saying? So, on that note, everyone, it has been awesome. Thank you all for taking this fucking journey with us. Again, I hope you learned something. I hope you go see the movies. I hope you just enjoyed the vibe.
Go see us again.
Go see us again. Let us know. Comment. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on Instagram at the Gymcast Podcast. At Art by KD. At JNF Brown. I am Maddie Make It Work. Follow us there. Follow us on all them things. Stay tuned. I feel like this will probably be the last pod.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, rate, share with your friends, send it to send to all your friends, matter of fact. Then let me know you send to all your friends. Now I'll send you a shirt. I'll send you some. We got merch. We make our own merch. We do all that. We got fire shit, you dig? So do that. Continue to support. Show love. We love you so much. Continue. You got anything coming up besides any shows or anything?
Public. No. Oh, end of the month. Yeah, I got a couple of events in Baltimore. So anybody listening in Baltimore or doesn't mind traveling up to Baltimore, I have 2 events coming up the last weekend in April. It is Broccoli Fest, but you know you can come out and get your paint on and then enjoy the festivities. But yeah, the details will be on my Instagram. You can catch all the flyer for tickets and everything like that. But as far as that is, everything else is private. But we are working out here.
Man, we're working. We just getting better. And we getting better and we getting better. You know what I mean? You know how it goes. Follow me. Come holler at me this week at On the Rocks Tuesday, Pure Wednesday. I'm out of town the rest of the week. But Allure Thursday and On the Rocks Friday. And I just want y'all to continue to be as great as possible. Show love, spread love, continue to spread positivity. Do what the fuck that you want to do. And continue to live this great life. Follow us everywhere. It is the Gym Class Podcast, episode 23. Bet your rep check on it. Hey, what a gang.